This is my favorite summertime old-fashioned recipe right now. It is so refreshing. It's perfect for when you're sitting out on the patio, you're having dinner, it's still a little bit warm outside. This is that refreshing but still decadent type recipe that just goes beautifully with dinner. We're gonna start with simple syrup. This is just a 1-to-1 mix of sugar and water. By the way, I always build in the glass when I'm making an old-fashioned at home because I'm not gonna dirty cups unnecessarily, and I feel like building in the glass just works great for a lot of the recipes that I do. You're gonna do between 1/4 and 1/2 ounce of that simple syrup depending on how sweet you want it. And I'm also gonna list some other improvements at the end of the video that you can tweak depending on how you want it to taste. Then you're gonna add 2 dashes of chocolate bitters, and listen, don't let these be the reason you don't try this recipe. If you don't own chocolate bitters, it is worth buying some. They don't need to be this brand, but you will use them. They are great for old-fashioned recipes. In the wintertime, I love doing chocolate with some cherry syrup and a cherry garnish. You get like a chocolate-covered cherry type of flavor for your old-fashioned. So go out, buy yourself some. You're gonna be grateful that you did. Once again, 2 dashes of chocolate bitters. Just 1 dash of orange bitters. The same thing goes here. If you don't already own orange bitters, there are a ton of different variations of old-fashioned that are all built using orange bitters. So go ahead and buy yourself some. You're gonna use them. Just trust me. Look at me. The whiskey that you use in an old-fashioned recipe is just as important as the bitters that you use. This recipe was made using Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. I love the way the oakiness of the whiskey interacts with the darkness of those chocolate bitters. They complement each other really well. So if you don't use this for this recipe and it tastes like crap, stay out of the comments. Don't let me know. It was made for this. Now, that being said, first of all, we're gonna add 2 ounces of the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked into our glass here. That being said, if you did want a replacement, especially a slightly less expensive replacement for the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, I have a feeling that Cooper's Craft Barrel Reserve would work just about as well. I think it would work because it does have that same kind of oaky character. It's a little bit less expensive, a little bit less body than the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, but worth giving it a try. If you try it, if you try any other whiskey, put it down in the comments below and let me know whether or not it worked. When I am building in the glass, especially when I'm making a video like this, I don't add my ice until right now, and then I splash it all over myself on camera because I don't want that ice to just melt throughout the entire video, or if I'm making it at home and I'm taking my time. Woodford Reserve Double Oaked is already not that strong of a whiskey, so we don't need to stir it too much. So I'm just gonna stir with my heart here. The more you stir, the more diluted the old-fashioned is going to get as that ice melts. I like to garnish this one with an orange peel. Now, this is not absolutely necessary. Sometimes I do garnish, sometimes I don't garnish. Wipe that rim with it, express that citrus, and drop it down in there. If you're wondering where I've been keeping the orange peel this entire time, don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. Cheers. Honestly, the way the chocolate and the orange interact is probably not what you're expecting. It's not as chocolatey as you would think, even with the 2 dashes of chocolate. It's light, it's refreshing, it interacts with that Woodford Double Oaked, which gives you some of that oakier, sweeter, tannin type of note to it, along with a rich sweetness. Let's talk about how you can make it even better. Now, these things are gonna be dependent on your opinion as to whether you want to do them or not, but you could tweak it to suit what you're looking for. First and foremost, you could do 2 dashes of orange, 1 dash of chocolate, instead of the 2 dashes of chocolate, 1 dash of orange that we did, if you want it to be lighter, fruitier, and sweeter. Secondly, we only stirred this one a little bit. If it's really hot outside and you want it really diluted, you could build this in a different glass with different ice and stir the crap out of it. Really dilute it. It's gonna get it extra cold and extra watered down, and then you could strain it over your big rock, and then you're gonna have something that's a little bit more diluted and a little bit more suited for the really, really hot days. And lastly, I did use simple syrup. You could use other sweeteners as well. I personally find that the simple syrup lets the Woodford interact with the bitters in a way that I really enjoy for this specific recipe, But there are other recipes where I like brown sugar syrup, I like maple syrup, sometimes the cherry syrup that comes in cocktail cherries. So those are also viable options depending on what you're looking for. If you change this recipe, let me know what you did and how it worked out down in the comments below so that I can try it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers.